best behavior out this motherfucker.
I stay gangsta up, niggas ain't got shit on me. And I stay with my gang in case I gotta pop somebody. See, uniquely, you're blind if you can't see that we run the streets. Nigga, you better have somebody.
I got a rifle with a scope in the trunk of the Viper, so I shoot off the roof like the DC sniper. I just bought a bezel in a brand new piece, in a level 2 vest in a brand new piece. So y'all hip hop niggas don't want no beef. Y'all get shot rat to the hip hop police. Nigga, 2 guns up, I run up in your label. Why your gun in the house like a couch potato? Yeah.
I stay gangsta up, niggas ain't got shit on me. And I stay with my gang in case I gotta pop somebody. See, uniquely, you're blind if you can't see that we run the streets. Nigga, you better.
These homies want me to stop, but this is the worst part. I was born with this game like birthmarks. I don't trip, but I'ma get a little watch from my modeling chick, cause she spent a lot of time on my dick. I get a new fan every single time that I spit. Green, blue band, loving every diamond I get. Fast and fury in a red rose. My bread folds. Beef, I hit your neck and turn the jewelry into red gold.
I stay gangsta up, niggas ain't got shit on me. And I stay with my gang in case I gotta pop somebody. See, uniquely, you're blind if you can't see that we run the streets. Nigga, you better have somebody. I'm from the bottom, man. Niggas know I came up hard. I got a temper, man. I'm looking for some shit to start. Man, my tax bracket changed. I'm sitting on some change. The hoes, man, they change. They don't treat me the same. It's not my looks that got me all up in them drawers. It's the new M3 with the Lamborghini dogs. Man, them D's, they done turn them dogs into dope fiends. Smell a leak in my clothes, so they barking at me. Whoa! Yeah. That's gonna have to be good enough. I lost a friend tonight. Jam Master J, rest in peace. I send my love to his family. 50 Cent, y'all. I stay gangsta up, niggas ain't got shit on me. And I stay with my gang in case I gotta pop somebody. See, uniquely, you're blind if you can't see that we run the streets. Nigga, you better have somebody.
G-Unit, God's plan.
I near 2 million views on YouTube. I was going crazy. I actually was averaging about 40,000 to 60,000 views per video, by the way. Right now, I got 4 videos at 200,000 views. Now, imagine what you can do. Nobody else in this world is offering these YouTube methods at this level for the low cost that I'm offering it. Imagine having a 5-figure stream of income plus more. You want me to make the YouTube for you? That's cool. You want a one-on-one hands-on consultation on how to do it? That's cool too. You want to get this money, you want to grow, you want to be as best as you possibly can and benefit and profit off of social media. Let's do it right now. Hit me up. Let's get it. Just know you only live once. Why not take this opportunity and be great? DM me or text me right now.
So it's time to take time, champs. Respectfully, we got the new Take Time merch available right now in all type of colors. We got camo. Every one of them comes with the Tough House insignia on the back. This nigga looks like Andrew Bynum. What are you talking about? We got all the 4 colorways available right now at wearetough.com. We even dropped the top. We got the sweatshirts. Shorty looks like Solange Knowles. I ain't gonna hold you. Let's keep it moving. Yeah, we got the drop top sweatshirts on deck. All colors available right now. What are you talking about? At wearetough.com. Y'all make sure y'all take time and go to wearetough.com today.
Welcome to Showface News. You can call me what you want. Just don't call me woke. You already know the vibes. You gotta get right when you come in here. Respect the etiquette. Let's get it. Word to Sue Young, you gotta push the goddamn button, man. Smash the like button. Salute to the chat. YouTube's great. YouTube is amazing. Salute to YouTube. Great platform. Listen. So Kanye West has continued to be canceled by various companies, by various conglomerates that have, had Yeezy production in their company. And Goodwill is one of those people. So in recent news, of Kanye cancellations, we have to add Goodwill to that list, y'all. Check it out right here. Goodwill left a statement from October 27th. And this reads, let me find that. I can't read it from here, so I gotta read it from my phone. It says this, man. Requested action. As we strive to maintain the most of the up-to-date product information on elevated brands available to sell, we are sensitive to current events and take action when designers and brands do not align with our mission and rise values. We are currently removing the sale of Adidas Yeezy brand products from our channels, retail stores, boutiques, e-commerce, and outlets, as well from our elevated brands tool. Effective immediately. Do not send any Yeezy product to e-commerce. E-commerce will not sell any Yeezy product online. Stores/boutiques are to immediately remove any and all Yeezy products from store shelves. Place in the blue allocated trash bag. Outlets are to remove any Yeezys coming through the tippers daily. This is crazy. Yeezy or any product with Yeezy brand or YZY lettering, including apparel. All Yeezy products are to go straight to the trash can in the blue bags daily when found. Do not collect separately or in any other form. Oh, man. So we got Goodwill trying to get rid of all Yeezy production. There will be no more Yeezys in Goodwill. Didn't even know they had actual Yeezys in Goodwill. I can't lie to y'all, man. But the fact of the matter is this, man. The fact of the matter is this, like, you know what I'm saying? They trying to financially hit Kanye right now. And when it comes to war tactics, hitting someone financially is definitely something that can do a lot. And I repeat, a lot of damage. There are people who believe that Kanye is fine right now. Listen, I don't think that the man is fine right now. I'm gonna keep it a G with you. I'm not Kanye. I'm not in Kanye's head, but I know what Kanye is doing, and I'm seeing Kanye's actions. And again, actions speak much more louder than words. A lot of people have this vision. A lot of people have their own perspective on the matter. But the fact of the matter is this: the fact of the matter is Kanye is definitely going through it, man. There's a reason that he walked into Skechers headquarters. You understand? He's looking for somebody to align with. He's looking for somebody to help him out. You understand? These are literal facts. I mean, the man sat down and had a whole interview with dude, and metaphorically, he was basically saying that, listen, he got in the way of himself, and God humbled him, and he made a mistake. He literally said these things. It's not like he didn't say it. People took from that interview what they wanted to take from it. But if you actually listen to what he said, he's admitting that he made a mistake. He's admitting that. You understand? Now, whether people want to believe it or not, that's up to them. You know, I'm not here to argue with you. You feel however you want to feel, but I'm telling you that in that interview, Kanye West literally said he did not know what he was doing. This is why Kanye West was never somebody who really was on some independent business stuff. A lot of Kanye's business ventures was always including another company, more so of that community with the J's, right? With the J's, you have business and do business with the J's. Majority of your business ventures involve the J's. But listen, you went up there, you said what you said, but you also went on Twitter and you said some crazy things, champ. You also said that you have a great liking for Hitler and amongst others. You know what I'm saying? So look, this you're offending people. You understand? You're offending a certain group of people, and this is leading to a very, very bad downfall. I mean, to go from, 2 point whatever billion to lose that 2 billion and only be left with 400 million is bad, especially when you have things to pay for. You understand? Kanye has a lot of things to pay for. We talking taxes, we talking for the kids, we talking car notes, we talking a bunch of other things. You understand? I always make mention of him saying that he was buying houses for flings he was having with these models that he dealt with. He got to pay for that too. You dig? So again, That $2 billion loss is definitely painful. To lose so much money is crazy. That definitely hurt. So look, I'm saying this. If you lost $2 billion, because the man lied about having 6 point whatever billion, he lied. Because there's no way you got 6 point something billion and you lose the 2 billion and become 400, $100 millionaire. There's no way you had 6 point whatever billion. That's not true. So you were using the money, you know what I'm saying? Because I guess you had insecurities in other places. So you used the money and whatnot. You dig? We gotta talk about self-accountability at the same time, even though that I know and other people know that Kanye is definitely going through it. We have to understand this. We have to understand that this man lost a substantial amount of bread. And we also need to understand that self-accountability plays a major role, man. You dig? If you want a wife or a woman who's known for doing very, very, very crazy things, you know what I'm saying? Whose fault is that if that person doesn't want to be with you anymore, or if that person is cheating on you and etc.? That drove you up a wall, but you already knew the type of chick you was dealing with already. So it shouldn't drive you up a wall. Understand? Self-accountability is very important. We gotta talk about self-accountability. You know what I'm saying? You went on YouTube, you went on that platform that is owned by the people that you offended, talking and saying what you said, right? You also said other things. Now, we already know, that Kanye said some true things. However, he did say some true things, but at the same time, it's not like we didn't already know that already. We already knew that. You know what I'm saying? And he wasn't the first person to say it either. That's the crazy part. Kanye wasn't the first person to say those things. You understand? Now, a lot of people are starting to believe that, Kanye West might be trying to, get up out of here, allegedly. Man, that's what Charlamagne says. Charlamagne said, I don't feel like Kanye is going to be here much longer at this point in time. Now, that's somebody who actually speaks or has spoken to Kanye directly. You dig? That's somebody who has spoken to Kanye directly and all that. You understand? So, listen. I don't even really like Charlamagne. I'm not really fond of Charlamagne. I don't, you know what I'm saying? However, I do agree to a certain extent that Ye is under heavy, heavy pressure right now. Again, I don't know how anyone can believe that somebody who's took such a substantial loss in money could be in a sane mind or okay right now. You have to understand that is a lot of bread. That's a huge loss. That is a crazy loss. You understand that? I don't think people understand. They're like, oh, but he's still a millionaire. It don't matter. You're not getting it though. You're not getting, you know how many bills gotta be paid? Listen, if you think that somebody is happy when they're losing that much money, listen. You saying he could build his own business and all this other stuff, but is he actually going to do that is the question. You could say a bunch of things. You could say a lot of things. That don't mean that you're going to do it. As of right now, as far as I'm seeing, as far as his actions is going, it looks like he's trying to build other relationships with other people who support that group that he offended, and they're not going for it. Understand? So look, losing all that bread and etc., it could drive you crazy. It don't take too much, to drive someone up a wall. You dig what I'm saying? So I don't know where people are getting this. Oh well, he's financial. He could build whatever he wants now. He can, but that don't mean he's going to do it because you're not him. Maybe his mindset was never on something where he felt like he could be an independent person. You know what I'm saying? And build independently. You dig what I'm saying? So I don't really get how people can see somebody literally take such a financial loss and think that everything is okay. It seems like people will literally be on your side when you fall, but as soon as you're winning, they don't want to rock with you like that no more. You understand? And I ain't really seen many people rocking with Ye like this ever. So as soon as you fall off, everybody wants to rock with you. It's crazy. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying everybody. There's some people that understand the situation, and there's other people who fail to understand the situation and using their emotions instead of their logic. You understand? So logic ain't being used all the way. You feel me? And people honestly believe wholeheartedly that this man is not suffering on a financial level, which is crazy. You lost $2 billion, bro. And you own all this property and etc. You got children. You got a lot of things you have to pay off. You got to pay taxes. There's a lot of things you got to pay off. That rich people tax is a lot of money. You understand? And if he don't got no real income coming in, that's not good. There's nothing good about him not having income coming in. People saying, this is great. This is amazing for Ye. How is it amazing for Ye? He just lost a ton of revenue sources. He just lost a lot of revenue sources. I would think this man is feeling the blues right now. If you don't know what it feels like to lose a lot of money, I'm talking about a lot of money. That hurts. That's pain. You understand what I'm telling you? That is pain. And I don't think a lot of people have got their hands on a lot of money so where they could understand that pain. You understand? Because he's definitely feeling pain and he's definitely trying to recoup. Trust me. Why you think he went to Skechers headquarters? You think he went there for no reason? A lot of people say he went there to expose. I just want to know what exactly would he be exposing? You understand what I'm trying to say? There's rules and regulations to everything. If you're going to be in partnership with these people, why in the world would you mess that bag up and offend those people for any reason? Is what I'm trying to say. You understand? Self-accountability. Sometimes people do too much for clout purposes. You know what I'm saying? And we understand that Kanye is a clout demon, right? Like the first time he was on Drink Champs, he was doing a lot of clickbait, saying a lot of clickbait things to get his name in media. You understand? Y'all should have knew that something was going on with Kanye when he randomly disrespected Big Sean. Like, why would you randomly disrespect Big Sean? Big Sean didn't even do nothing. It's mad random, like random stuff. The man cut his hair and messed his hair up. Purposefully messed his hair up. Is that supposed to be something that is genius? Is purposefully creating bald spots in your head with a razor, is that supposed to be genius? Or should I assume that you might be high? I'm trying to figure it out. Just because somebody is a billionaire does not mean that they're a genius. It means that they were in the right positions. It means that they had a lot of connections. You know, they put in work. And you don't have to be a genius to put in some type of work or have some type of connections or, you know, iconic, you know, outreach or whatever the case may be. Stop assuming because people have a lot of money that they're geniuses. Everybody who has a lot of money is not a genius. You understand? There's plenty of people who are foolish with money. You dig? So we gotta stop acting like somebody's such a genius when they just lost a lot of money. You understand? Because the genius thing to do, if you have the most ungenius thing you can do with $1 billion is lose it all. Because you are trying to do something extra to bring shock value to your name. Understand? I'm just saying. So a lot of people was upset at Charlamagne the God. A lot of people got mad at Charlamagne the God because Charlamagne the God said, I feel like Kanye might end it all, okay? And look, as much pressure as this is on Kanye, I'm not against the thought that he might. I'm not saying that he should, and I don't want him to do it. But at the same time, that's a lot of pressure. We talking about warfare right here. As soon as they attack your pockets, they attack your money, and your money is gone, bro. What can you do in that situation? That brings you to a very vulnerable state. Once they take away your money, they take away your confidence. Money is also confidence too. To some, especially for Kanye. I mean, he always make mention of his bread and who can't talk to him because of his billions. Well, he's no longer a billionaire anymore. You understand? And people are cheering for that. See, like I said, everybody want to cheer for you when you're down. But when you're up, nobody wants to cheer. It's silence for that. As long as he was winning and getting those billions, there wasn't a lot of people that was cheering. But now that he's losing everything, he's supposed to be happy? Listen, y'all talking about he's still rich. Y'all talking about he's still rich, though. Yeah, he has money, but it's nowhere near what he had. And he still has things that he has to pay. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying. White Gold says he never had the money while under contract. You gotta finish the contract. Okay. Listen. But he also lied about having over $6 billion when he did it. So maybe in contract, he was supposed to end with $6 billion, perhaps. But you messed that all up, bro. Again, facts of the matter is you can't say what you want. And why offend the people that's cutting the check, that's helping you with your bag? Why cut the check? You know what I'm saying? I said, why cut the check? I'm going to say, why mess up that bag while they're cutting the check? Is what I really meant to say. You messing up your bag because you want to have a bunch of shock value to your name. Why mess it up, though? You know what I'm saying? I don't understand that stuff. So when people say that he's doing great, he's the happiest I've ever seen him, do you know Kanye? Are you seeing what Kanye is doing? Why would Kanye be happy for any reason right now? And I'm not saying nobody deserves happiness or whatever the case may be, but he needs to get some therapy, man. This is really bad. This is nasty. It's to the point where they taking his wax museum out of Madame Tussauds museum. They taking out his wax figure. They trying to get Kanye all the way out of here. And yes, Kanye has supporters for sure. He definitely has supporters. I think the best thing that Kanye did was create that STEM. What was that? The STEM player. That was pretty. That was good. But he should have kept it going too at the same time. You dig? So listen, they can sabotage you if there's people that have a greater influence than you, especially in your industry and what you do, especially in fashion. Then guess what? They can make it a point to have media paint you in a bad light. They can make it a point to sabotage your stuff, bro. You know what I'm saying? White Ghost says, bro, they painted over his mural here in Chicago, champ. It's getting real. Oh, man. I didn't even know about that. Listen, dog. You got to be careful what you say. Look, like we said before, you can say whatever you want. Just know there's consequences. There's consequences for that. You understand? Now, a lot of people say if something was to happen to Kanye, it's because the powers that be did something to him. I don't believe that. You know why I don't believe that and why I don't use those narratives? Because number one, the so-called powers that be are already doing something to Kanye right now. So why in the world would they have to take him out? That doesn't even make sense. What did he say that was so critical that anybody would have to do anything to Kanye on a physical level? You understand what I'm saying? As of right now, he's just getting canceled and his financial situation is going downhill. That's what's actually happening. You understand? As far as him, possibly taking himself out. Who knows? I don't know what type of stress he's under, but you don't feel the type of stress he's under at the same time. Like, people could easily say, oh, he's happy now. There's no such thing as a happy nigga who was a billionaire who lost $2 billion. That doesn't exist. It's not real. I honestly feel people need to stop and cut it out. Because if you was in his shoes, you'd probably be crying right now. Because it sounds like the end of the road at that point in time. You understand what I'm saying? So, listen, that's a very substantial loss. I don't think people are actually understanding or looking at. Listen, the man just lost $2 billion. Not only did he just lose $2 billion, he's losing many other forms of income streams. Many. Not one, not two, many. You understand? So it's a big time cancellation on Ye right now. You understand? And that's his. We have to admit that that's his fault, though. We have to start taking accountability and make people hold that accountability because they are at fault. What happened to accountability? You got to stop blaming stop blaming other people for other people's actions. You did what you did, and you didn't expect those results to happen, but it happened. And you in a very, very, very bad state right now, regretful of the things that you did. You understand? But you know exactly who you work with, bro. You accountable for that. You gotta hold people accountable for their own actions. You married Kim K, and Kim K did you dirty. Kim K humiliated you in the public eye. You gotta live with that. You decided to get with her. You know what I'm saying, to have kids with her, knowing her history, knowing her past, because the history of a person means a lot. What somebody did in the past means a lot. That past don't go away. That person is the same person that you knew in the past. They didn't change. They showed you exactly who they was. So you marry this person, you have kids with this person, guess what? You're accountable for whatever nonsense comes with that person because you knew who they was with. That go for anybody. I don't care if you thought you could change them. You don't change people. People are who they are. You don't change, they change. Can people change? Absolutely. But the person changes their self. You don't change anything. Nobody in this earth could save or change a person. A person's going to be themselves. If your child grows up to hate you, like Marquise Jackson, and has a sense of entitlement that's insane, there's nothing you can do about that. You got to accept it for what it is, because you don't get to change nobody. Accountability is accountability, yo. You dig? Period. I mean, and I'm not comparing that to saying if your kid hates you, that it's your fault. It might not be your fault that your kid hates you. Maybe your kid just hates you. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying for example. You know what I mean? Oh, man. White Ghost also says, what makes it so bad? He's going through a divorce and Jews run the courthouse. Yikes. I didn't even want to say that here. I was supposed to say J's. But it is what it is, man. Salute. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Like I said, it's really getting bad for Ye, and it gets worse and worse. And honestly, the worse that it gets, the more people are cheering on. Like I said, it seems like the world loves it to see people down rather than see people win. I don't see a lot of people cheer for people's wins. I see a lot of people cheer for people's L's. That's what I see a lot of. There would be nowhere near the support had Kanye been getting more money versus him getting less money. Nobody was cheering for him when he was making the money that he was making. Nobody cheered for him then. They cheering for him now. Like, oh, yes, we were with Kanye because Kanye is making you feel comfortable because Kanye is going downhill. And it makes you uncomfortable to see a nigga go uphill. So somebody going uphill is uncomfortable for those that are not comfortable with their life situation. But somebody going downhill makes it comfortable for somebody in their life situation, and vice versa. A lot of crabs in the barrel type of thinking, type of mindsets is out here saying what they saying. You understand? So, listen. Kanye's in a very bad situation, and we have to admit that, man. He's in a very bad position right now, and I don't know what's next for him. You know, again, a lot of people believe that he's going to create something of his own, but that has yet to be shown. As of right now, it sounds like he's trying to rekindle relationships at this point in time. Now, is that possible? It might be, but he's going to have to do some quote unquote possibly humiliating things if he wants those things back. But it might be too late for all that. You know what I'm saying? It might be a little too late for all that, because what the people that support Kanye don't realize is that he's not gonna do what you think or want him to do. And you have to understand that. You can come up with your own narratives, but your narratives is not true, because he's not doing what you think he's going to do, or what you want him to do, or what you think is right. He's not doing those things. Number one. Number two, he probably lacks a lot of motivation due to his financial hit. Due to the hit that he took financially, you gotta really think to yourself, does Kanye really have the motivation now to create his own thing? Bro, he probably feeling crazy right now. You don't know what's going on in that man's head. But he's definitely wilding. And I've been saying for the longest that something might be going on with Ye, man. And there's definitely something going on, man. Now, for me personally, that I believe the last straw for him would be if his kids were taken away from him and he couldn't see his kids no more. To me, that would be the icing on the cake right there of how much more can one man take. You understand? So it's a crazy situation for him right now. And again, I'm not really wishing bad on bro like that. You know what I'm saying? I'm not wishing bad on bro at all. You know what I'm saying? He says you need to see the Kanye interview outside his daughter's back. I already seen it. I seen it earlier. Let me tell you something. Y'all gotta understand. Y'all gotta understand this. Just because somebody looks sane doesn't mean that they are. There's plenty of people that look sane, but they might be a mass criminal. And you have no idea. They might look, somebody could look as sane as they want to look. There's plenty of people who will do great danger to you that look sane. Just because Kanye looks sane doesn't mean that he is. I want you to understand that. Now, his kids might help his situation. Seeing his kids might help his situation, might bring some type of joy and fulfillment in this dark time that he's facing. His kids might bring him a type of fulfillment within that dark time. You understand? But at the same time, you got to understand psychology, and you got to understand that, guess what? You can look as sane as you want. That doesn't mean that you are sane. That man lost $2 billion. That man lost $2 billion. Let me repeat it. That man lost $2 billion. And he's down to being in his 100 millions. 400 million to be exact. Understand? So again, ain't no such thing as a sane man that's taking a financial hit like that. That's a terrible financial hit. That's a very awful financial hit. I don't think y'all paying attention to that. But all you gotta say for it is, but he's still rich. These levels, man. He lost $2 billion speaking on Jays. He lost $2 billion for wilding out the Jays. We got to understand that Drink Champ's interview was not the only time that he was disrespecting them. because he said other things after the fact to make things worse. White Ghost says they ain't done yet with yet, champ. No, you're right. They're not done. Bro, they far from done. It's gonna get, I told you, it's gonna get worse and worse. People could feel how they want to feel. People could feel how they want to feel. But at the end of the day, he messed up and he knows he messed up. He said it. He said God has humbled me. He says he also said he don't know what he's doing and he got in the way of himself. He said that in an interview recently, like 4 or 5 days ago. If he's saying this, what is that telling you? If you see him in Skechers headquarters, what is that telling you? I say put 2 and 2 together. We gotta think logically. We gotta make it make sense. Because he know he messed up. If it was that he was trying to shake up the so-called powers that be and all that, listen, man. The so-called powers that be is destroying his financial situation. The so-called powers that be are going crazy on Kanye right now. And like the homie White Ghost said, they're not even done. They're not done. They ain't finished. They just got started. Losing everybody going against them. They don't want no ties to Kanye, man. Everybody getting good money. Everybody eating and getting good bread. They're not trying to involve themselves with somebody that's literally being blacklisted as we speak. Listen, man. We gotta understand what's real versus assumption. We gotta understand what's real versus assumption. Assumption is assumption. What's real is what's real. We gotta stop going off assumptions and narratives because false narratives get us absolutely nowhere. So let's just say this, and I'm not wishing it on him either. Because I don't like how people say, oh, somebody's wishing something to happen to Kanye. Nobody's wishing on anything. If you feel like somebody is going through so much stress that they might try to take themselves out, that's just how you feel. You can't tell nobody how to feel. You understand? You can't tell nobody how to feel. You dig? You can't tell nobody how to feel. You understand? And nobody is scared of anybody. You know, the fact of the matter is this: if somebody owns a business, a social media app, or etc., they have to have guidelines. You already know we guidelines, gang, and they don't got nothing to do with fear. You're on somebody else's platform, and on that platform, there's a series of guidelines. If there is no guidelines, then people can literally say and do what they want, which will cause a lot of damage. Without guidelines, it doesn't guarantee somebody's safety. Your safety might be at risk if you violating guidelines. Do you understand what I'm saying? So, if you do get penalized for guidelines, it might be for your own safety. Understand? You understand what I'm trying to say here? On these platforms, they have a series of guidelines that you have to follow, or you face some type of ban or possible termination. Right? Kanye violated the guidelines in real time. You understand? The fact of the matter is this: there's a lot of bread to be made, so why mess the bread up? There's plenty of money to be made, but why mess the money up in the first place? There's no reason to mess it up. Messing it up, what are we doing here? There's no point in doing that. For what are we messing up the bread? Why mess up the bread? I don't get it. What sense does it make to stop a large stream of income? That's making sense. That's smart. When you got kids, when you got bills, when you got taxes, when you got all this stuff, and life is going very smoothly, you should mess it up. And let's get it clear. I do not rock with Charlamagne at all, and I don't want nobody thinking that I do. I don't rock with Charlamagne, man. Respectfully, I want y'all to know that. And if you know why, you know why. I'm sure quite a few of you understand why and know why I don't rock with Charlamagne at all. I don't. You know what I'm saying? I don't rock with Charlamagne because he has something nasty on his jacket that's way worse than whatever Kanye said. I promise you that. I actually feel like Charlamagne should be getting the treatment that Kanye is getting. That's how I feel. I feel like Charlamagne should literally be getting the worse and worse treatment than Kanye is getting, based upon what I know about Charlamagne personally. Because I know people that's from North Carolina that still live in North Carolina that know about Charlamagne. You understand? Real talk. Real talk. I just don't rock with him. You understand? I know what I know, man. Look, the things that I know is way more than a lot of people know, but you gotta protect your bag, man. I'm not for Charlamagne. I don't rock with Charlamagne. I personally feel like Charlamagne should actually be facing the same as well as worse penalties for what he's done in the past. You dig? I'm about to read your comments. Cephas said, "My God, please watch this video. You're going to hate Charlamagne even more." Hey, bro, White Ghost said he said it himself. People were trying to steal hundreds of millions from him in that interview. Right. Left Lane Laurel, when DJ Axe said Kanye barked up the wrong tree in a split second, that meant something on that last post. That meant something. Daryl People says, I don't hate Ye. He messed up his own bag. Hopefully he get back up and do better. That's how I feel. I don't have no hate for Kanye. I never displayed any hate for Kanye. I just said that Kanye has to be held accountable for his own actions because he messed that up on his own. It's like you can't blame nobody but Ye for messing up his bag. What was the reason? You didn't give it, like, bro, you just messed something up all in the name of a shock value, bro. Cephas says Charlamagne should be canceled at this point. I agree with you 100%. I feel like Charlamagne should face worse scrutiny than Kanye at this point in time, especially of what we know in his past. You dig? But once again, y'all, it's not looking good. And I'm sure as the days progress, every other day, you're going to see these people this cancel, get rid of Kanye. We don't want Kanye here. We don't want Kanye there. Sony don't want Kanye. Whatever don't want Kanye, man. Def Jam don't want. We already seen Def Jam. They cut ties with Kanye. There's a lot of people cutting ties with Kanye, man. It's gonna get worse and worse. We know exactly why Charlamagne is still around. We know exactly why Charlamagne is doing what he do, man. But y'all do gotta be careful with y'all comments, man. This YouTube thing, you gotta follow them GLGs. You heard? You gotta become GLG. You gotta follow the guidelines, y'all. Respectfully, you know what I'm saying? But Charlamagne, to me, should face way worse scrutiny than Kanye based upon things that he did. He deserves whatever. If he was to lose everything, he would actually deserve it, because you actually did some real heinous acts in the past. Allegedly, I have to say allegedly, because he did something crazy in the past. Even though it's not alleged, we have to say it is. But Charlamagne, man, come on, dog. He's a billion times worse than Ye is. Because at least I never heard of Ye doing anything that crazy or insane. You understand? So, again, we got to be cautious once again. And Kanye, hopefully he recovers from this. I do wish Kanye the best. And I hope he recovers from this. And I hope this is a lesson learned. And I hope he can recover, because he might not be able to recover. You dig? He might not be able to recover from this. This is bad, bro. He might not be able to come back from this one. Real talk. This might be real bad to where he can't even recover from this. You know what I'm saying? So, listen. You messed up. You was wrong about certain things. Yeah, you said some things that were true, but that don't mean nothing in the long run. Because now you regretting everything you did. That's why you shouldn't did it in the first. If you want to regret everything you did, what was the point of you doing it in the first place, bro? You should have knew what was going to come with that. Just because you a billionaire don't mean you can't lose those billions. You know who you work with. You try to put on this crazy scene and act out on Nori's podcast on Drink Champs. You had no regard for the people who work at Drink Champs and what it could do to their platform with you talking and spewing a lot of craziness on their platform, bro. So, listen, all I can say is this. All I can say is Kanye, man, it's not looking good. And no matter how many people want to say this man insane and whatever, he just lost $2 billion. And that's all I got to say to you for saying that the man is still sane. There's plenty of deranged people that look sane. Real talk. But y'all let me know how y'all feel in the comment section, man. Make sure y'all smash the like button and share the video. Please share this video. Sharing is very much appreciated, man. So we need those shares. Salute to the chat. I'll be back with more content. Y'all be easy, man. I'm out. Salute to the chat, man. We out of here, man. Here's a word from our sponsors. I'm gone. Peace. Trailer, boat, SUV, jet ski, or heavy machinery. Motorsports Miami will provide you access to buy at the largest auctions in the whole U.S. You'll have access to buying whatever state you're in today at a wholesale price, not retail. You'll save thousands off vehicle book value. For example, you'll be able to buy a car worth $10,000 for just $8,000. And if you thought that was good, check this out. Get involved in the car industry right now and you'll make up to $2,000 per sale. You can start buying and selling used cars such as trucks, SUVs, boats, jet skis, trailers today. If you're looking for a vehicle in cash with no payments, this is the place for you. So if you're looking to sell your vehicle, truck, boat, or trailer, sell through Motorsport Miami Consignment Dealer Service today, where thousands of buyers will be able to see your vehicle.